In the earlier videos, we generate a quantitative distribution diagram like this, where we place all 64 I Ching hexagrams along its so-called relative auspiciousness distribution. And we then subsequently talk about the top 10 most auspicious hexagrams. They are located right here on the axis. And today in this video we're going to talk about the bottom 5 down here. So let's get that started. So before we get to the bottom 5, let's quickly review the top 10 so you can notice the positive score on the auspiciousness is 27. So you have positive 27, 26, and so on and so forth. But let's look at the bottom 5. But at the bottom of the most challenge field or maximum misfortune hexagram, the auspicious score is only negative 47. So on the positive side, we go very high to about 27, but on negative side, the most negative one is only negative 14.7 on the relative scale. And the top one is the hexagram 32, perpetuating righteous causes, and that turned out to be why is that? Basically, if you look at our text on 32 later when you have the separate handout, you can see throughout this 6 lines, everyone you need to sustain your righteous intention, your righteous effort. Even though you are tired, you just gotta move on. Even though you are demoralized by certain obstacles, you still need to move on. You gotta have that persistency. That persistence is tough. And even after you have reached accomplished state, and things are a little more peaceful now, but even at that time, you are so fallible to unrighteous actions such as muddling with things that you shouldn't muddle about, and that will bring you another misfortune. So that hexagram 32 is full of traps that where you can make a right move, make a wrong move, and it's going to make your struggle even harder. So that's a very interesting to be the number one experience for most challenge field. The next one is hexagram number 56, transiting away from home base. So just from the title of it, you can understand, yeah, when you are away from home base, of course, many things are very challenging. So the total score over there is negative 14.3. Again, you can refer to the handout and read the line 1 to line 6 interpretations, and they are indeed full of challenges. Mostly, they are full of unexpected surprises. So, and the surprises a lot of time are coming from negative side. And that's understandable. When you are traveling, you are away from your home base. Of course, there are a lot of things that you would not expect will hit you. So that's why that's also a struggle to go through that hexagram. Okay, so what's number 3? Let's look. Is hexagram 47, confronting the reality of stymied ambition. Now, so that's to talk about the general occurrence of hitting into the obstacles. So if you read the write-up on the 47, just from the title of it, you can see from line 1 to line 6, they are full of different kind of obstacles. But at the end of this hexagram, line 6 is actually auspicious. So it's tough. It's like tough, and then till line 6 is getting auspicious. By the time you survive through all the first 5 different type of challenges, then you naturally become stronger, and by the time of line 6, things start to turn around. So that's what hexagram 47 is generally about. The next one is surviving the consecutive danger with trepid attitude. Now, hexagram 51 is also describing shocks, like earthquakes, and it may be good, may be bad, but they are slightly different than 47. 47 is more feel like you are trapped, you are stymied, you want to go somewhere, then you got stopped by certain challenges. 51 is more like you want to go somewhere and then something shocking, surprising, or something unexpected come along. So after a few times, you become just naturally trepid, and any little sound, you'll be a little scared. So that's kind of the experience it's describing. So naturally, it's pretty negative, which is a lot challenge filled. But today we're going to also look at number 5. They are bunched together in that distribution chart. So we actually have sharing the number 5 spot. There are 3 hexagrams sharing the number 5 spot. The first hexagram is very interesting. So these are less of your expected hexagram. So I'm going to spend a little more time talking about them. First one is number 50, employing virtuous and capable to establish new orders. So imagine the first 4 are pretty much even on the title. You can understand why they are tough. But why is employing virtuous and capable to establish new order? Why is that experience tough? What is that about? So hexagram 50 is like when you have let's say right after a revolution, revolution kind of overthrow whatever is currently there. But in order to establish a new order after revolution, it's actually tougher than the revolution itself. I Ching actually has a hexagram on revolution, but this 50 is a much tougher experience. So it is relatively easy to use people's desire or momentum to overthrow something already existing, but to employ the virtuous and capable to establish a new order that could benefit everybody a lot better than before, that experience is tough. And that's I Ching. Interestingly, that on the toughness ranking is actually ranked number 5. Next one is number 6, hexagram number 6, using litigation to resolve disputes. This is actually a hexagram about legal disputes. From line 1 to line 6, it actually describes 6 phases of litigation. So in the bottom line is, if you can resolve without a lawyer, you can reach some kind of agreement where everybody can accept the outcome, try to do that instead of actually going to any kind of litigation. Because the litigation experience is very prolonged and is very, stressful, anxiety-filled. So of course, those are the auspicious score is quite negative along that sense. Program number 25, eradicating fantasies in advancing. This is also another very surprising so-called challenge-filled hexagram. Why is eradicating fantasy in advancing a tough experience for human to get through? Well, in our future video, I'm going to make one special video just on hexagram 25 because it has a lot of deep wisdom in there. The bottom line is, human will learn that there are certain things that you just have to not put too much expectation at things that at your hand. There's some higher consciousness that's really arranging everything you are experiencing. So if you muddle with that higher consciousness with too many of your fantasies, you are actually messing things up. So that is the kind of a quick summary of what this hexagram is about. And interestingly, by the time you reach line 6 of hexagram 25, you already gone through that and you finally get the point. Yeah, there are certain things that it actually turn out better if you don't meddle with it, and it actually turn out better if you just observe more and don't put too quick judgment on things too early. If you practice those become your habit. If you can go through the first 5 phases of 25, by phase 6, you become a much wiser person in facing life. And of course, line 6 on 25 is actually pretty good. But the first 5 are tough. They are almost like a learning curve. So these are the 5 challenge field or most misfortune hexagram in I Ching. Of course, we have 3 tied for number 5 spot.